Hey everybody, Cathy here from Home and Body Health, and I got a very quick tip for you today that I want to share about your air quality inside your home. Before we get to that, check out my resources below, some great information that you can download for free, and you can also buy me a coffee, which is a new thing I just added because people asked for it actually, because I'm giving away all of this content for free and it takes up a lot of my time and I don't get paid, and so people wanted to leave me a tip, so now you can. So that's amazing. Thank you. So yeah, let's talk about your indoor air quality, especially your carbon dioxide levels. So I'm doing an inspection right now. I've got about 780, 790 now, 800 parts per million on carbon dioxide. So this is something that I test standard in all my homes. When I'm also testing humidity levels, temperature, particle count, carbon monoxide, all of the things. But most people aren't paying attention to their carbon dioxide. So why does this matter? Well, this is really important because when you've got high carbon dioxide levels, that means that your oxygen levels are lower. And what we love to do in the 2000s is to wrap our buildings super tight to make them energy efficient, and close up all the windows and just use the furnace for air conditioning and heating. And I'm here to tell you that that sucks, because what happens? Your carbon dioxide levels go really, really high because you don't have any fresh air. And so a lot of people say, yeah, but there's so much pollution outside. True. But you know what? What is the air inside your home? Where does that come from? It comes from outside. Plus all the crap you bring in inside your home, like carpet, toxic cleaning supplies, particle board, paint, synthetic fabrics, clothing. I mean, all of this stuff that has chemical off-gassing. So we don't want that. So what is the answer to this? It's so simple. You open your damn windows, because nobody wants to do it and it drives me insane. And I can't tell you, like 95% of the time when I'm on a job, carbon dioxide levels are higher than I want. I like to see them under 600 parts per million, maybe 500 parts per million. That's pushing it, but 600 at least. And I was at a job yesterday where it was like 1,500. That's too high, way too high. Those are the levels where you start to get irritable, headaches, cranky. You yell at your kids, you get in a fight with your spouse, you make stupid mistakes. Your cognition really suffers when you don't have enough oxygen. I mean, it makes sense. So we're not testing for the oxygen, but we are testing for the carbon dioxide to see how high those levels are. So please, you guys, just open your windows. Now, if it's super humid outside, I understand that there is a concern there, and you don't want to keep your windows open all the time and increase the humidity indoors, because then you can get microbial growth. So yes, you have to be aware of that and cautious of that. So I suggest having a hygrometer so that you can continue to measure your indoor humidity and make sure that that's not happening. But for those of us that don't live in humid climates, I live in Idaho, I keep the windows open every day year round. And yes, some of you may be saying, oh, but it's hot outside or it's cold outside. Doesn't matter. The human body is not made to be comfortable 24/7. It's actually good for us to be a little hot sometimes, a little cold sometimes. I know that some of you are not appreciating that, but it's true. It's important, very important for our overall health. It's important for our circadian rhythm to know what time of year are we in, what time of day is it. And they can also be hormetic stressors, which make us stronger and we adapt. And it's good to be a little uncomfortable sometimes, y'all. So I'm just putting that out there. All right, so the takeaway here is most homes have very high carbon dioxide levels, which we don't want. If possible, please open your windows. Get some cross ventilation going several times a day. You want full air exchanges every few hours. If that's not possible, I suggest looking into an ERV or an HRV, which is a heat recovery ventilator, or an energy recovery ventilator, which will help bring in fresh air, condition it before it gets to the ductwork. And if you really want to be a nerd like me, get a carbon dioxide meter and test and see what's going on in your house. If you are working from home, or you spend a lot of time at home and you get irritable during the day and cranky and it feels stuffy, and you're just, you know, you have some of these symptoms, maybe even headaches, or you're making stupid mistakes, open a window and you might be surprised at how helpful that could be. So that's it, everybody. I hope you found that helpful. Do all the things. Please like and subscribe and hit the bell, because that helps me get this information to more people. And this is one of those really quick, easy, free tips that we should all know. All right, everybody. We'll see you next time. Bye.